Hey guys, Jake145 here. I'm gonna bring you my review of WrestleMania 27. I had nothing else to do yesterday, so I decided to watch it on a live stream. Overall, I give it a 7 out of 10. I'll explain as the video goes on, and let's get started. So the first match, Edge versus Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship. First problem, it's the first match, and Alberto Del Rio won the Royal Rumble, the biggest Royal Rumble. And according to the WWE storyline, whoever wins the Royal Rumble main events, WrestleMania main events, not opening match, main event, which means the last match. But and this whole match card overall was just screwed up. But I'll explain it. Overall, the Edge and Del Rio match was decent. I enjoyed it. It was a good match. Uh, the only problem is that Alberto Del Rio lost the match and Edge retained the title. But what happens to Del Rio? I mean, WWE, WWE's creators, they hype this guy up. And not saying he can't wrestle, because honestly, Alberto Del Rio can wrestle, but now they hype him up to the point where, where's he going to go now? He's going to go for the Intercontinental title or still for the World Heavyweight title? I mean, I really didn't like his push, him being pushed so high up in the charts of WWE as him being like a main eventer, but I mean, because honestly, I would rather watch Drew McIntyre face Edge. I mean, his storyline was perfect. He was the chosen one, handpicked by Vince McMahon. He won the Intercontinental Championship, WWE Tag Team. He was on his way, but they just dropped Drew McIntyre. So overall, the World Heavyweight Championship match was a good match, even though it's the opening match. And let's get on Cody Rhodes versus Rey Mysterio. First, I'd say it's pretty funny seeing Rey Mysterio in the Captain America outfit. But makes sense since his fan base, like Cena's, his kid fan base. So it made sense, but it was just hilarious watching him wrestle in that. Overall, Cody Rhodes won the match. It was a good match till the end until Cody Rhodes won in like the cheapest way possible. But overall, Cody Rhodes won, which is good because now we get to see the development of Cody Rhodes. Because honestly, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm tired of him only winning tag team title gold, him going for singles gold, and really defining himself, as a wrestler. Because Cody Rhodes is not that bad a wrestler. I mean, I know why people don't like him, especially when they made him like dashing Cody Rhodes, but it's good since he won against Rey Mysterio in WrestleMania. It's gonna bring him higher up in the food chain of WWE. And then it goes to 8-man tag team match with the Core against Kane, Big Show, Santino Marella, and Kofi Kingston. Um, Pretty surprised to see Kofi Kingston, but then I learned that Vladimir Kozlov was attacked by the Core, but probably just because the WWE, executives, probably creators, you could say, were thinking, oh, Kofi Kingston's not even in WrestleMania, and they were like, well, we need to put this guy in, remove Kozlov. It was a quick match, like 3 minutes. Santino's, Big Show's team won. It was decent, yeah, basically just wasting time. And then we get the CM Punk versus Randy Orton, which I have to say was one of the best two matches in this WrestleMania. I didn't really get the angle of Randy Orton being injured, but overall it was a good match. CM Punk was beasting. Um, yeah, it was a martial arts style. I really enjoyed watching. Just punching and kicking. It was a pretty good match. I enjoyed it. And then here comes the second worst match. Michael Cole versus Jerry the King Lawler, which was basically another waste of time. Basically, Jerry Law was chasing around Michael Cole. Jerry Law was punching in Michael Cole, and then supposedly Jerry the King Lawler won. But then the Raw General Manager was like, "Oh no, Stone Cold interfered because he was the referee," and reversed the decision. Michael Cole won, and it was really like one of those moments like, so what was the point of the match? And these guys were actually celebrating afterwards, so it was like, you know, why? So that was just a waste of time. And then we get to the highly anticipated match between Triple H versus The Undertaker. And I have to say, before I start this, most people should realize this, that they fought before in, like, I think WrestleMania 17 or a past WrestleMania, they fought before. And But I guess, they really want to promote that because it'd be like, oh, Shawn Michaels tried twice, now Triple H is trying twice, trying to make it like a first time ever thing. That match was really good in the beginning, but I think though it got slow in the end because basically it was just Triple H bashing the Undertaker with the steel chair in the back, and then this a key part, it hit him in the head, the steel chair shots, and we all know that steel head shots were banned. So this is probably like a sign in the future that WWE is slowly not becoming PG anymore because they probably know that they know to compete with companies like TNA who are steadily rising. They need to go back to their old Attitude Era, um, you know skits that they used to do. And basically, Undertaker's 19-0, no surprise there. And a lot of people think that next year it's going to be Undertaker versus John Cena, and then John Cena's going to beat the streak. Honestly, they shouldn't even mess with the streak. It should be 20-0, and then Undertaker retires. That'd be Undertaker's thing in WWE. He was 20-0 in the biggest pay-per-views of all in the year of WWE. And then basically Undertaker was like so weak and out that they had to carry him out in the car, and people were like, "Oh my God, Undertaker's dead." And I was just laughing when people were just commenting on that on the stream. And then we get to oh yeah, the six mixed tag team match with John Morrison, Trish Stratus, and oh yeah, Snooki versus Lay Cool and Dolph Ziggler. Certainly enough, Snooki's team won. Well, it's pretty impressive though because her athleticism, she was doing cartwheels and whatnot. So it was pretty impressive. I didn't expect that out of her. And then we get to the quote-unquote main event. The worst match in WrestleMania 27, The Miz versus John Cena. This was the worst match because basically they promoted their intros, and then as the match started, The Miz was dominating Cena. Me and my friend, we compare this with John Cena hulking up, starting to get the upper hand of The Miz. They go outside the ring, John Cena spears him like outside of the bearings, and it's a double count out. The Rock comes out, says to restart the match. John Cena's about to hit the attitude adjustment. The Rock comes out of nowhere, screws John Cena of the match, hit him with the rock bottom, and The Miz wins. And basically, The Rock goes back to the ring, beats up The Miz, people's elbow, and then just showboats himself at the end of WrestleMania 27. And that's exactly why this pay-per-view deserves a 7 out of 10. The ending was just so terrible. I mean, you have The Rock beating up The Miz at the end, which we already happened last week on Monday Night Raw. The same thing with him hitting with the people's elbow. And also, for all of you who don't know, the United States Championship match between Daniel Bryan and Sheamus ended up being a dark match. And basically ended up being a lumberjack match in the Battle Royale, with Ray Khali winning, non-title Battle Royale, which was just, another screw up for Daniel Bryan, who's one of the best wrestlers in this company. Also, the problem was there's only 2 championships on the line, and no titles changed hands. So, I mean, they should have done something with the Intercontinental title or the tag team titles. Actually, for the tag team titles, what they could have done is the 2 core members versus Big Son Kane versus Bad McLaughlin and Santino Morello. That would have been a perfect tag team match, a decent tag team match for the WWE tag team titles. Also, it just seemed like most of the matches, there was only 2 that most people wanted to see. Other than that, it was a good WrestleMania, but it could have been better, much better. It could have easily gone up in the charts. And yeah, that's basically it. Miss opportunity with The Miz and Cena. That's what happens when you put 2 wrestlers who can't wrestle in the main event. Stuff like that happens. That's pretty much it. It was a decent WrestleMania. I'm not gonna say it was horrible, but it was decent. 7 out of 10. And it would miss opportunities that WWE, creative team could have made better, but didn't. Hopefully we'll see what happens Monday Night Raw. I would most likely do pay-per-view reviews, most likely, if you guys want. Like, every month, every other month it's like a pay-per-view. I can do pay-per-views, and, tell you guys what you think. Oh, tell you guys what do you guys think of the pay-per-view in the comment box below. Your thoughts, your opinions, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys later. JCon45 out.